Hey, Vanessa, can I hijack this for just a second?
Yes.
Okay, so I just want to make sure that we're all on the same page with expectations because I'm not sure that it's been entirely communicated. But, for a time we were logging all of our activity in TFS. We no
In
longer
what?
need to Team Foundation server. So you guys know what that is. But I just want to make sure everybody's clear that we don't need to do that anymore. So the only time we need to log anything in TFS is if it is a specific engineering task related to a specific customer project, as opposed to logging all of our time. So I think everybody probably is aware of that, but just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. And then I know Vanessa just said this, but to be clear, we're responsible to make sure that we are, selected as a specialist on all meetings that we go on. So we don't need to create meetings unless the outside person either wasn't there or they did not do it. But we are responsible to make sure that we were selected as a specialist to get credit for our calls. So I'm not sure if if everybody was fully aware of the direction with TSS right now. So I just thought I would share the current status.
Yeah, thank you. Perfect. All right, so everyone should be seeing my screen right now, my TDF. If you're not, just let me know, but I'm gonna bring my Outlook calendar over and share this. So let's just say you went on a call by yourself. So you can create it from TDF right away, or we can create it in Outlook. And I just wanna show you just a couple of the different options. So let's just say you're creating an appointment that you're going on by yourself for tomorrow. And so I'm just opening up a brand new appointment. This is just Outlook right now, and test for engineer appointment by yourself. And then, so from here, you'll have to be on the farm in order to have tour de force, this tab right here. So you would click tour de force in this appointment, and then you're gonna hit this link button. If it doesn't seem to open up TDF when you hit link, sometimes it takes a couple seconds, but just sometimes saving the appointment first helps. So you'll go ahead and click link to TDF, and then it should pull up TDF for you. And we always wanna make appointments with people, which is tied to the account, but just so people know who you met with. So before you search for that person that you met with or that you're going to meet with, go ahead and change this to contact. And then if you need to change what field you're searching in for, go ahead and do that. But right now I have full name. You have a lot of different options. You could do all, but I have somebody, just a test person set up here. So I'm just gonna go ahead, type their name in there. We're searching for a contact. We're searching in the full name field. You can hit the binoculars here, or you can just press enter. And it'll show whatever you have permissions to, so I see everything. That's why I have a few different options here, but maybe you have more than one of those names. So just make sure it's the right company for the person you're meeting with. Once you see the person, this is the person I'm meeting with, I'm gonna hit this chain button here. And then should have asked me if I wanted to send that invite. Let me just try this one more time. Maybe I needed to save it first, so. Okay, so this person, chain link, I must have to save it first. Okay, sorry. So I'm gonna save this appointment. So we're just rewind. So I save it first, and I'm gonna link it. And then just get rid of that. Type in the person's name, make sure it's contact and full name. Okay, so here we are, we're gonna link this. And then it should pop up this box that says, do you wanna send this confirmation to the parent? And that means, do you wanna send this invite to Ben Johnson? Maybe you do, maybe you don't. You can stop displaying this if you want to, and we can talk about that later if you have any questions. But I'll just say do not send. And then you'll see this little bar pops up. It says logged in TDF. You'll see this wasn't there before. This is just the address, any information about this contact. That'll populate in there. From here, if you wanted to, you could invite somebody, invite an attendee, maybe someone inside of Hartsfield, whatever it might be, you can invite them to that appointment from here too. So then I'll just X out of here, and then you'll see right over here in my Outlook, it's a purple appointment now. It's not one of these light blue ones, and that means that it's linked to TDF. I know, Justin, there was some issues that where yours wasn't changing colors, and I still need to ask you about that. But if you're having any issues, just let me know, and I might have to talk to IT. But you can change those colors, how they appear. If in this category right here, this categorized, you can go to all categories and kind of mess with the color and change it however you want. So you're not done. So if you open the appointment again, we need to make sure you're selected as a specialist, and you need to select the vendor. So we're in the appointment, it's logged in TDF, that's awesome. Go to TDF again, right up here at the top, and then you're gonna say show public item. It's gonna open up TDF again, but this time it's opening the actual appointment. So here you would select yourself in that specialist column. If anything looks funny, if you're not named right or labeled right, let me know, I can adjust that. And then selecting a vendor, and maybe I'll just use one just for an example right now. I'll just select Justin, and I'll just do, BNR. And then any internal notes you wanted to add in, I'm just going to do that right now. This would be just for internal, obviously, just for Hartfield. If you had sent this invitation to the customer, they would see this summary. So anything you typed in here, they would see this. Customer sees this. So this internal note, they won't see. And then you can add different things to this appointment later on, like adding attachments. So if you were to go in here, it'll access your computer. So you can add anything to this appointment, and I can just add one just for fun here. I'm just adding something random here. So you'll see it has a little number 1 now, so we know there's an attachment there. You would go there to view and also add more. So I'm just going to go ahead and save and close this appointment. We've done everything we need to do. It's TDF. We selected a specialist vendor. I added some internal notes. Now I'm going to open up TDF, and I'll just kind of show you how this looks. So I'm in TDF. I went to my all items and records, and I had selected appointments over here, and then it opened up this appointment tab, if you don't already have that as a default. So then I'm going to go ahead and refresh, because it doesn't refresh on its own. And then I will there's this created by, because I don't have my own account package, same with you guys. So I'll just say created by Vanessa. Here's this one I just made. Let's see, let's shrink this down a little bit. So, there was a subject, we selected a vendor, specialist, Justin, perfect. And then this is where I wrote in those notes in that summary. So customer sees this, but then there's your internal notes. The customer doesn't see that. But this might be nice for maybe your outside person. They can go in and, excuse me, look at their appointments and see all of the internal notes that you've made. Or maybe, managers just want to see, like, oh, what has he been up to? What is he working on? You can see all these internal notes right here. You can also double click in this internal note spot and type in from here too. You don't always have to open the appointment. You can just double click right there and then, okay. Also, you'll see over here that there's this little paper clip right here, but there's not one below. So that means that we've added an attachment there. So if you double click on that paper clip, it'll show you we have one attachment, and then I can open it, and this little Excel file opened up below. This is just some random thing that I added. But so just kind of how this could be used. Rich could go in here and say, I wonder what's been, done at Medivators lately, or so. I'm just thinking of an example. And he could just type in that account name, see all the appointments there. And one thing I just thought of is, you'll see the view that we're on right now. There's different views from this drop down. We're looking at appointments next 7 days. So that might not be as helpful. We could do all appointments. We could do last 30 days, but we'll just go all appointments. And it's just taking a second to load because I'm seeing everybody, so it's just a lot of data. So I could do, okay, like Jason Berg. Okay, so maybe we could just do like TD. Okay, so oops, I'll go over. Oh, yeah, that was right. Okay, TD. Okay, so looks like this is in Nate's account package. We can, if I click on these headers, it'll sort by them. So then, Nate could go in here and just kind of get caught up on this account and look at, there's not too many internal notes that are being added right now, and you can see there's no attachments that have been added. So, the more you put in there, the more helpful it's going to be over time, just having that history. And then another thing too is like this appointment created by Jason Berg. Want to make sure that he's getting credit for this. So just making sure that he's selected as a specialist. So you can edit it right from here. If you click inside this box, kind of something weird that I've noticed throughout TDF is when you click inside these boxes, it automatically makes a little check mark down here. So just get rid of that. I don't know why it does it. I've told them about that, and I don't really get much of an answer why it does that. But we'll go in here and just select Jason Berg, click OK. Now he's there. Now Jason's getting credit for this, which is perfect. So, for you guys, just looking out for yourselves, you can go into these appointments and just double check to make sure that you are selected at the ones that you went to. And then, just adding in your internal notes here, or adding an attachment, I think you can just right click on these appointments. Like I have this one selected, and you could go action, let's see. You can do lots of things from here, like new, let's see, like new quote. I guess you wouldn't do that, but like new document. You might have to actually open the appointment and then add the attachment from there. I'm not seeing the capability to do it from a right click, but again, adding a new attachment and then seeing it right there in that appointment. Before I move any further, I'm just going to delete this appointment out of here because Justin didn't actually go on that. So then what I'm going to talk about is just showing you how easy it is to create it from TDF if you're able to. So I'm going to go over here to contacts, my contacts tab right here, and you can use these little column headers or these spaces to search by things. So I'm going to go Ben Johnson. This is the person that I have selected for my little test contact. So I have him selected. I'm going to do a right click, action, and then there's a lot of options here, new appointment. Do you want to send this confirmation to the parent contact? Nope, so I'll do not send. And then you see right here, if you can see that my Outlook is blinking. So you'll see it's already logged in TDF now. If I wanted to, I could go to the tour de force tab and do the show public item, which opens that appointment in TDF. And so I could select my vendor, select my specialist or myself, if it was one of you guys, and then just save and close that. Add internal notes if you want to, add any attachments. But then you can, like I showed you before, you can always go edit all that stuff in TDF itself and just kind of knock them all out. And you can go down this whole page and just edit it right from here, edit the vendor. So kind of just a couple ways you can do it, whatever is going to be quickest for you. I think that's kind of, I don't want to talk too much today. If a lot of this information is new to you guys, I don't want to overwhelm you. I don't want to take up too much of your time, but if you guys have any questions for me right now about anything I went over?
I don't think anything you've gone over, but I was kind of creating an appointment as you were going along on a call we went on the other day. And for whatever reason, when I go to appointments in the appointment view of my TDF, I can see, even if I do last 30 days or whichever, I can see everybody's appointment but the one I just created. And as I'm scrolling through here, it looks to be associated with just one salesperson. So like, for instance, Jack Beadle in Texas, I can't see any of his stuff in the appointments. It looks like his name's selected, but I don't see where I can go. Yeah, I don't see it in the appointment view.
So like this, you don't see anything when you type in this?
Yeah, like for instance, I could create the account package to Jack Beadle in appointments, and I see none of that. It's like he's done nothing.
Gotcha. So we just might need to, and this is a really good question. I'm going to start with this. Maybe this is just the issue. If you aren't seeing something that you're supposed to, either your permissions aren't set right, or you just need to select that. So if you go to home up at the top and click on this house, and then go to, you can either do like account routes and select what account route you want to see, or if you go to account packages, and let's just say for this case, we want to make sure that we are seeing Jack Beadle. So you'll just, it's not going to show you what you're already seeing. So let's just say you saw all of Texas 1, or that's what you're supposed to see. Just go through here, make checks by each one of these, whatever you're supposed to see, and then say make my default. And then you'll either have to open up TDF again in order for those, you can't just like refresh, unfortunately. So once you do that, make my default, you can either close it out, open it back up, or just open a new tab for appointments. And so it already honored what I did. So, so now it's showing all of Texas 1 for the next 7 days. So that just might be the issue for you, but if it's not, let me know, and I just might have to add you into that. Like
that seems to have made the difference. Let's see. Yes, it went to the next 7 days. Let's go to last 7 and make sure it's there. Yep, that was the issue. I just needed to refresh that. So I made it my defaults on that. Now we're good to go.
Perfect. Perfect. Glad that helped. Any other questions? Yeah, of course. Does this seem to make sense? Do you guys feel good about this? Do you feel confident in how to check to make sure that you've been selected? Do you know how to, are you feeling good about adding notes and adding documents? Are you feeling comfortable about switching, different views and stuff?
Yeah, I think that was pretty good.
Good deal. I would like to maybe, if Scott's okay with it, I could run it by him. But at some point, there's this TDF web, and I won't go into it today, but you can pull this up on your iPhone or your mobile device, your iPad, and you can do create appointments right from here too and see this stuff. You don't have to be in the office for this. So a lot of the outside people use this, and so I just want to just throw this out there. I'll run it by Scott too and just kind of see what his thoughts are. But it might save you some time, just being able to do it from your phone, not having to worry about being in the office or anything like that. But yeah, I don't know if you guys don't have anything else, we could just, I guess, end the training. I could try to, it's still recording, so try to figure out how to, maybe you guys know how to do this, I'm not sure. I hit the record settings button. I could try to send this to you guys. Okay, well, if you guys don't have anything else, I'll try to get this sent off to you. Let me know if anything comes up. If you have any questions, concerns, something doesn't look right, please just let me know, and I'll try my best to help you out.
Thanks, Vanessa.
Perfect.
Yeah, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Yep, have a good day.
Thanks,
Yep.
Vanessa.
You got it. Bye.